Innocent civilians are now dead because they were caught in the middle of an unnecessary and unwanted military tit for tat. Really? Really? This man wants to be president of the United States, and he's just accused the current president of being responsible for the death of people caused directly by an enemy combatant. Are you kidding me? Mayor Pete Buttigieg once again proving that he is not on any level qualified to be the commander-in-chief of the United States. This is a guy who has been mayor of a town of what, 50, 60,000 people? He thinks he's ready to be the president of the United States. First of all, he looks like a 14-year-old kid. And with the way he and guys like Beto O'Rourke snivel and whine, and they try to come across as these thoughtful, intellectual, and I'm really trying to reason this all out. You know, one of these woke males. Give me a break. In a world where there is real evil, real terror, and real people who want to do really bad things to the United States, this is not the type of commander-in-chief that we need in the Oval Office. That any time we take any type of military action, when there is retaliation by the enemy, and shall I say it, there are innocent people that get caught up, he's going to go on an apology tour. He's going to sit down and beg our enemy, please be nicer to the other people around you. We know it's our fault, and we know that because we exist and we're like America, it's all our fault. That's exactly how this sounds. This guy has no business being the president, let alone running for the presidency. In fact, what he said is, again, everybody wants to talk about Constitution and following this, we need to do the right thing. Whatever happened to treason? Whatever happened to treason? Bernie Sanders calling the president a murderer, an assassin, that's treasonous. Buttigieg now out there saying that it's our fault that Iran dropped a Ukraine passenger jet. Well, you know, if Trump hadn't done what he'd done, Iran wouldn't have launched that strike. It's our fault. This is the thinking of these warped individuals that call themselves Democrats. Representative Swalwell is now insinuating that, you know, Trump really did step outside the boundaries of what he's allowed to do as president in ordering that strike to begin with, which is why the House of Representatives, under the direction of Cruella Demented, i.e. Nancy Botox Pelosi or Pelosi bin Laden, whichever one of those terms you find suitable, this is why they voted to quote-unquote limit the power and authority of the commander-in-chief of our armed forces. I said this a week ago when this all started. Now, on Friday, Rush Limbaugh claiming he was the first one to say it because he said it this past Thursday, that this will be the next thing they tried to impeach Trump on. Sorry, Rush. You are the great Maharishi. I concede that ground to you, but you weren't the first one in conservative media to say it. I did 2 entire videos on the fact that this whole setup over Soleimani was nothing more than setting the stage for the next wave of impeachment, that they would start bringing in Pentagon officials to say that behind the scenes, we told President Trump, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You were going beyond your perimeter, beyond your authority, but he made us. Adam Schiff will have the whistleblower. This is where this is all headed. And I said all that to say this. No matter what happens in the 2020 election, a couple things you've got to be on the lookout for. Number one, outright election fraud. You need to, in your area, your town, your municipality, your voting district, you need to be not only active and engaged, you need to be on site. You need to be a volunteer. You need to be there. You need to do everything within your power in your area to make sure there are no election nonsense. That's number one. Number two, I think it's pretty safe to say at this point, even though we're watching an implosion of the Democratic Party because they don't know what to do, everything they have thrown at Trump, nothing has worked. And now Nancy Pelosi is getting pressure even from Democrats in the Senate. Send over the articles of impeachment. Send them over. This is not how any of this was supposed to go down. This was supposed to hurt Trump, and it has only made him stronger. They don't know what to do. But I will tell you this. You need to understand this going into this 2020 election season. The Democrats are not going to stop. And what President Trump did in taking out a terrorist, instead of it being heralded and praised, he is being vilified by the lying, corrupt mainstream legacy media, and he's being lied about and vilified by, of course, the Dem slimes, the libtards, whatever it is you want to call them, so non-affectionately. Because they're setting the stage, don't miss this, they're going to want to impeach Trump over this. So we have to be engaged this 2020 election cycle with a brand new cause, which is not simply the re-election of Donald Trump, but the complete eradication of anyone being elected on the Democratic ticket. Hashtag Democrats gone. Democrats gone. We need to start a campaign to make sure that on every level, Democrats are defeated. I don't want to hear anything about, well, he's a good one, he's conservative, he's this, she's that. Hogwash. Look at Ilhan Omar. Again, we want to talk about treason. She actually tweeted out to Iran that they ought to consider taking out targets that have Trump's name on them. Blow up his hotels, blow up his buildings. And then she was saying, well, no, because what he'll try to do is start war with Iran, that they're targeting his businesses. What about the people inside Ilhan? Honestly, how that ilk with that thing wrapped around her head that makes her look like Marge Simpson, how she got elected. If you don't wake up and stop being so woke and feel good, and we just need to give everybody a chance and recognize and love everybody, you're allowing the enemy to walk the halls of Congress. You're allowing ISIS to put Trojan horses and plants in the hallowed halls of Congress. Again, revolutionary versus evolutionary Islam. Both want the same thing. Absolute, without a doubt, Sharia law. Allah is in charge and his little pimp, Muhammad. One group will pick up machetes and a machine gun to get it done. That's revolutionary Islam. Evolutionary Islam, the Talita Salibs and the Ilhan Omars, the ilk known as the Squad, they will use our Constitution against us. Why? Because we're stupid that way. Well, anybody mad if we play fair? We're nice. Oh, shut up. Shut up and grow up. Honestly, it's a good thing some of you weren't alive during World War II. We would have lost that. Oh, we can't blow up Japan. Carpet bombing Berlin. You're hitting civilian targets. Yeah, you have to knock out the will of the people to want to sustain war and to keep fighting. The more we keep playing by this set of arbitrary rules, which our enemy is not forced to play by, we will continue to lose. That said, going into this 2020 election cycle, we cannot afford on any level that Democrats get elected anywhere. Hashtag Democrats gone. Democrats gone. Hey, that's it for this rant. Thank you so much for watching. A little special Saturday edition. Hoping you and yours have a great weekend. Continue to spread these videos. And again, watch my subscription count. Look at it. It's up, then it's down. It's up, it's down. But YouTube isn't shadow banning me. YouTube isn't out to get us. We need to make sure YouTube understands we're watching. And make sure, check out the other channel.